All right, folks, welcome back to Peyote Coyote. I appreciate each and every one of you. My channel's been doing really good lately, and I appreciate that. It's due to all your help. So today we're going to talk about muzzle brakes. One of the most asked questions I get on my channel is where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? I don't currently have any sponsors, so I typically don't put that information in. Um, but muzzle brakes I typically buy off eBay. So my biggest question is where did you get that muzzle brake? So we'll take a look at a couple of muzzle brakes I bought from eBay and talk about them a little bit, and I'll put a couple links below in the description about where the muzzle brakes come from, and we'll go from there. So let's start with my latest build, which is EPC 9, Aero EPC 9. So we'll take a look at that muzzle brake. That came from eBay. Stainless steel. They're very available in different threads, different sizes. So that's a pretty crown on the end. This one has holes all the way around, so it's non-clocking. If you haven't already done it, go to subscribe to my channel and watch my video on how to fit a muzzle brake. It'll save you a world of time trying to get one of these on. And we'll talk about that a little bit when I get into some of the other brakes here. I'll show you some of the other brakes. This is going to be a quick little video to answer your question. So that's a pretty nice sucker. I sanded it down, polished it so it looked real nice. So let's move on to the next one. That's a 9mm. So let's move on to a different one. This is an AR-223. That is a full stainless muzzle brake. It's going to be a little heavier than your real thin muzzle brakes. I like these. They work fantastic. Pretty inexpensive. Stainless steel, 25 bucks-ish. These you have to clock. So that's what I was talking about with the EPC, that the holes go all the way around and you don't have to clock it. With these, see the holes in the top? Those need to be on the top of your weapon. Because when it kicks, the gas comes out and pushes your muzzle back down. If you have it on the bottom, it's not going to do you any good as a muzzle brake. A little bit loud. They're all a little bit loud. So that's the stainless version on a stainless barrel. Once again, eBay. It's been a fantastic brake. I've had no problems. I've bought several of these and they all work great. It's a little bit of gunning on the budget. I know there's some folks out there are going to be like, oh, I only buy the $150 muzzle brake. That's all you. Whatever you want to buy, whatever fits your budget, you buy. I like these in particular. They fit my budget. I'm not a millionaire. I don't have all my money to put into guns. I pay for all this myself, so I tend to buy a few budget items that work. So let's look at another one. So here we go. This is a Ruger American. I believe this is my 5.56 version. Same thing as the last one available, but this one's black. Same design, holes on top as the one we just showed you with the AR. Once again, works fantastic. So moving on to do a different gun. So just so you know, they do come in different lengths. So you can see this one. This is on a Ruger Predator. So you can see this one's shorter. So let's see if we can get that to stay there. And you can see the size of this guy. See how long it is? So they do have different lengths. So be aware of that when you're purchasing. What length do you want? I typically go for the longer because, like I said, I don't mind the weight. So I'm not huffing around in the field for hours on end with a gun. So most of my shooting I'm doing is range shooting. So it doesn't matter to me. But if you're hunting, you might not want the heavier brake if you can't haul it around. So this one is, you can see it's 2-hole because it's shorter. And it's the same thing. Most of them come with the rings. Like I said, if you haven't already, watch my video on how to fit these because it'll save you a ton of time. So this is a 6.5 Creedmoor. It was probably around $28, 30 bucks. Once again, works fantastic. And let's have a look at one more. This is a Ruger PC carbine. So I'm running a little bit of a different brake on this one. This is the shorter one, 2-hole on the top of the barrel. Once again, this one is made by a different company than the others. It's a pretty nice muzzle brake. They're available with different engravings on them. This one's got the American flag, but sometimes you can get them with Punisher or whatever it is that floats your boat. But once again, works great. 9mm. This one was a little more expensive, maybe $40 or something, but no issues. So yeah. So the thing to do is figure out what caliber you're looking for when you go to eBay. Put your search in. Say I'm looking for a 9mm at a 1/2 inch thread, and it'll come up. Make sure you pay attention. Out of all the brakes I've bought, I've only got one that I didn't like and I didn't use. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Kicking around here. This one. So this thing is aluminum. It's ultra light. I'm sure it would work just fine. It's really similar to the Ruger one. Let me show you the Ruger. So that's a factory Ruger. So it's kind of a copy of that, but you can see the nice button on this one. This thing's kind of a hunk of junk, but you can always return them. So if you get them, they're not a solid piece. This one's actually milled out inside to make it lighter. I don't really love it. I'm not going to use it. But the great thing is you can return anything. Most of the time, look for free returns when you buy it. Make sure you buy the right thread size. And I said I'll link a couple on the bottom just so you guys know where they come from. And you can look at similar items. But most muzzle brakes are a pretty simple device. You don't need a $200 muzzle brake. It's not going to probably gain you anything. But cool factor that I bought the $200 muzzle brake. But most of them work pretty well. The big differences will be how loud they are. Some work better than others. You know, for the most part, for me, any muzzle brake's better than no muzzle brake. So there's that. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. And if you can, watch some of my other videos. I know people have other interests besides guns. I do love camping. I do that a bunch too. So if you get a chance, watch some of my camping videos just for fun to see what else we're up to. So, all right, man. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.